Alrighty, PG-13. This is G.I. Joe, and, well, we're looking at the 1986 Conquest X-30. Now, this jet was not too badly made, but we're going to talk about improvements that, could be done to it. We're going to also talk about a few different things here. First of all, there was 6 different Conquests made, and I think 2 are for Cobra and 4 for Joes. So, but we're just going to talk about the Joes. I have only 2, well, I have 3 out of the 6, but I have the 2003 version. That is a fantastic looking version. There's other versions that are like the camouflage version. I would have loved to have gotten, I think it's 98. Is it 98? Yeah, 1998. So there is a 1998 version I would love to get. Oh, no, I think there's another version here. I'm looking at the grid view, but there's also a white version, so there's 7 versions of the Conquest made. I did not see that on the yojo.com. But, so improvements that could have been done to this. This should have been made a little bit longer. It could have been a 2-seater. That would have been fantastic. I mean, there is some detail in here, but this might have been better if it was a 2-seater like the Ghost Hawk. Sorry, the Ghost Striker, I think it is. No, I think it is. There's so many different names on Ghost Striker. It is the Ghost Striker, I think. Anyways, that jet there. See how that has 2 seats? Now that's wider, but this is also pretty wide. So if this cockpit was just extended a little bit, maybe an inch or 2, and it was made a 2-seater. Oh, my glass popped out. We have a malfunction. We have a malfunction here. Alright, so anyway, I have 2 of these, but these Conquests are kind of neat because they do fit on the flag nicely. But I would have liked to have seen this made into a 2-seater. I would have liked to have seen this part of the mold and make it smaller, and you could fuse it over here, have a smaller tip. That would have actually looked nicer. These always popped off. I mean, my friend had this when I was growing up. I never had the Conquest. I had the Sky Striker that my parents picked up for me in a garage sale. And since we're having malfunctions, we're going to have to use 2 hands. So we're going to pop this down here. And now it did come with a pilot slipstream. That pilot also should have been improved upon. I mean, they should have given them a removable helmet and a proper sidearm. It's always nice when your figures have weapons. It just falls out of his hand. It's been in there so long. But anyways, a 2-seater would have been better. Now, underneath the undercarriage here, this is a poor design. I mean, yeah, this one's a little stiffer, but they do wear out and then they become loose. It's nice. I like how that expands like that, but see how that goes? Coming in for a landing. There it goes. I mean, you could have had a little gadget where you pull it out. But I guess they made it too narrow, so it could have been improved upon for sure. The landing gear, it's manually operated technically. See how flimsy that gets? Coming in for crash landing. Now it does have 6 missiles. Surface to air missiles. But overall, I mean, like what I didn't like on vehicles is when they started putting these Cobra symbols and stuff. It's like, it's a Joe. Come on, it's a Joe jet. Leave the crap off of it. So I could just peel it off if I want. Now, this is an experimental jet, and I think they did actually, the US made one. There's also a Russian type that looks similar to this. And it's like, what were those Joes? What were they thinking? But you know what I mean, like you could make the improvements. Just put it into the mold, or put it so you can pop it in. Make these little stabilizers over here somewhere. And then this does have some little cannons, but it's kind of cheaply made, you know. They should have had cannons that could pop up, or maybe even like something on the sides that you can put underneath that could pop up. But because of where the landing gear is positioned, it doesn't work. It doesn't function. They should have had something even in the nose cone design where you could turn these cannons. You know, you want a 90-degree both ways, something that could even pivot up and down a bit, or it could pop up. That would be kind of awesome. Something different for the design, you know. Improve upon this. I mean, if Super7 was to make something like this, but in the camouflage, like the camouflage color is just fantastic. Anything with camouflage usually looks pretty damn awesome, you know, whether it be desert camo or green camo, even like a black and red camo for Iron Grenadiers. But these are fantastic jets. This one's tinted, and look how pristine this is. Like, it is pretty nice. This one, it looks better too with all the black missiles instead of like yellow. I got yellow missiles. Or maybe we could have single turrets here for the cannons, or something that'll just pop up, pop out, hit a button. Dual cannons for the dog fights, you know. But this fighter jet is just awesome looking. But I don't know. The Ghost Striker looks better. Now we're going to take a look at this one. Oh, we don't want to get dominoes. It does have a nice design underneath. This one comes with a little cannon instead of a bomb. And the sounds do work, but I got to put new batteries in it. And again, like, this was 2002. It was manufactured in China. But it's just nice. Like, I just love the look of this. And it doesn't get as much love as the Sky Striker. The Sky Striker seems to get all the love. But this was the replacement in the cartoon. The Conquest X-30. So they could improve upon this big time. This was, I think, we haven't done any of these tests here for Delta Force, but we're not, or will be. We're gonna put a in the Navy figure in there. Relinquish your sidearm. You're going in. Oh wow, he fits in there simple. He's got a little spring to him. So that's not too bad at all. Now we're going to take the biggest Delta Force 17 figure and we're going to put him in. Here comes Rooster. Now if Rooster fits, I don't know. He may or may not. But we will try. Oh, I think we got him to fit. No problem. Here comes the Rooster. Yeah. So yeah, the Delta 17 figures can fit inside the Conquest. So, with certain vehicles they do fit in. But anyways, this is not about your Delta 17. And I told you in my other videos where you can get in the Navy and, well, Delta 17 figures. But you know, what do you think about the Conquest? Did you have one? Did you get one later on? What kind of love do you show the Conquest? You could probably fit a lot more of these Conquests on the deck of the USS Flag. And you know, you can still find these. You have to go to collectible stores, maybe work out a deal. But don't buy it on eBay, it's just way too expensive. Even when you part it out, it's just way too expensive. So, you know, you can get it 80% complete or 70%, and then just get the parts later on. But I still need parts. You know, it just always goes to the side. I would like to raise the flag this year, hopefully, but it's not happening yet. You know, the Conquest is cool. It does have little panels. This exposes the engines. I don't know if I can take it off. Maybe we can. We can try. There it goes. Pops off easy. I think this one pops up in the back. Yeah. If I recall. And we got some cool design in there. So it does have some awesome detail for the jet engine. Let's see if you can come in nice and clear. So those panels are definitely removable. Definitely. Now maybe if Super7 made this with the ace like in the, oh there goes that landing gear. Yeah, we've had a landing gear malfunction. Definitely design it so maybe the landing gear locks into place when you land. But the panels do come off easily, and that's why, you know, I took them off. If it was too hard, then it's not worth it. But overall, fantastic jet to get. I do recommend these, you know. I do have enough to fill the flag. I have 3 for the Joes of 2 1986 Conquests. I would love to get a green camouflage one, but not yet. Maybe sometime in the future. And how many of you owned one of these out there? Because, or a few, or have your little squadron. I mean, these are cool. They are a little smaller than the Sky Striker, but again, this would have been fantastic if it was a 2-seater, redesigned. Imagine if it had like a back turret on the, but it would have to be over here. You don't want to interfere with the. What else could we do to this to make it interesting? I don't know. You can't really screw around with the back part. The back part's nice, so I don't think you could put a turret there. Just like how the Raven has a little cannon that pops up. The Joes just got no cover in the back. Maybe some side turret. Something that you can pop up here. That might be cool. How would you improve upon this? You know? Maybe some turrets on a wing somewhere. I like my extra turrets. What else could you do to this? I mean, I do like a clear canopy as opposed to, but maybe you should get both, because tint does look nice sometimes too. But it's also cool to see the figures. And you know, these are not too bad, but they seems to pop out too much. Anyways, thanks for watching, and remember to